Ladies and gentlemen, as you guys know, Thursdays mean updates for Call of Duty, and today is no exception. Today we got an update for Black Ops Cold War, which added a new weapon. We have some new store items, new playlists, and some other little changes to some other weapons as well. Very minimal, but some changes nonetheless. In Warzone, we have zombies at a new location and an update to the Outbreak storyline, which I do find quite interesting, and we'll dive into that a little bit later. And then of course we have the normal things like the store update, the playlist updates, and all of that kind of jazz for Warzone as well. So we're going to start out with Black Ops Cold War, and then we're going to move into the Outbreak and the Warzone kind of stuff. So without further ado, there's a bunch to talk about here. Let's dive into Black Ops Cold War. So starting off with the playlist, we have two new playlists this week, the first of which is Stockpile. Well, it's kind of new. So this one was St. Patrick's Day Stockpile, and as far as this one, it was Shamrocks instead of dog tags, but now it is dog tags just like we've known from this game mode before. And basically, you have to collect the dog tags, bring them to an area, you get points that way. The other new one is Knife Fight 3v3. That's pretty straightforward. You can only use melee weapons. Then after this, we have Throwback Mosh Pit, Gun Game, Nuke 10 24/7, Gunfight, Face Off, Fire Team, Dirty Bomb, and those are all the normal ones that you've come to expect. Now, what you haven't come to expect is a new weapon. So today they added a new weapon, and it is underneath your special weapons, and it is the R1 Shadow Hunter. So this one is a crossbow, and to unlock it, you have to get 3 one-shot kills without using any attachments in 15 different matches. So the trick to this one is if you're having trouble getting one-shots, just play hardcore and use a shotgun. Very, very simple. You'll get this in no time, even with no attachments on your weapon. Now, you can get this in another way, but we'll get to that in a second. So the other thing that was updated with weapons today is the E tool. Essentially, this was added, I believe, last week, and it was really, really bad. It was a 2-hit kill. You moved really slow with it, and they gave this thing a giant buff. It went from a 2-hit kill to a 1-hit kill. They reduced the melee swipe time, and they slightly increased the movement speed with it as well. So this went from a really terrible melee weapon to actually pretty damn decent. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays, because remember, in this game, not all melee weapons are equal, which is super strange for a Call of Duty game. Now, for all of you League Play players, there's a little bit of update to League Play. They've added some new maps. So in Hardpoint, they added Apocalypse to the CDL Hardpoint rotation, and they removed Crossroads Strike. So kind of surprising there. I do like Apocalypse, but it's more surprising that they removed Crossroads Strike. And then for Search and Destroy, they added Express, and they removed Garrison. So I guess they only want a certain amount of maps in the rotation. But what I will say is Express is one of the best Search and Destroy maps of all time. So I like that they added that one in. Again, a little bit weird that they removed Garrison though. So after this is where things get weird. As far as store items go, the one new thing that we have in Black Ops Cold War is called the Supercharged Reactive Bundle. And as far as this one goes, the reactive camo that you are getting on this one is for the AUG. And I will say it looks pretty good. It's not quite the right attachments for Warzone, but you can use this in Warzone and you will see the change in your weapon. However, for example, the suppressor is the wrong suppressor, so that's kind of disappointing. Other than this, you also get an SMG blueprint. This one is not reactive, and that is pretty much it. So basically, 1600 COD points for this reactive camo for the AUG. Other than that, nothing really new here until you go to Warzone. So where things get weird is when we go to Warzone, you'll realize that there isn't really a section for the crossbow to be in the Warzone weapons. What I mean by that is there's no special section in the secondary weapons. And as far as the primary weapons, the Modern Warfare version is in the marksman rifles, but marksman rifles aren't in Cold War. Tactical rifles are, and as you're going to notice, there is no crossbow to unlock there. Another interesting piece of information is if you go to the store, there was a bundle that you could buy with a crossbow in it. It was called the Archaic Range bundle, and it's the one that you're seeing here. But since, and if you look at the store now, it has been removed, it is not here. There's also another bug with the store. If I scroll down too far, see if I could try to go to blueprints here, it just backs me out of the store. So currently that's a little bit messed up. I'm not sure why, but it is broken. Some people are also getting dev errors when they try to find games. Once again, I haven't had that problem yet, but some people are. After this, we have our playlist update. So we have our normal Battle Royale playlist, quads, trios, duos, solos, and then we have Rebirth, Resurgence, quads. That one's pretty normal, and Plunder, Blood Money. Again, nothing really special here, no new playlists whatsoever. However, if we actually hop into a game, you'll notice that the Outbreak has been updated. So the Outbreak is no longer at Shipwreck, it's no longer at Prison, it is now only at hospital, and we'll dive in a little bit more to that in a second. But first, I wanted to show you what's updated with the zombies. So if you go and land at hospital and then go inside, you can activate one of the terminals to cause the zombies to spawn once again. Once again, the zombies have evolved. The regular zombies with the white eyes, they will throw bits of their flesh at you that does damage to you. On top of this, these zombies with the red eyes, if you shoot them, they will still explode. And then there is a new zombie with blue eyes, and it kind of has this EMP charge. So if it's on the other side of a wall, in this case it was above the stairs, it will kind of zap you and do a little bit of damage to you, and they will explode a little bit with some lightning when you shoot them. So new zombies and a new addition to the regular zombies as well. They're gonna throw stuff at you. So it seems like every time these zombies go to a new location, they kind of evolve a little bit and we get a new type of zombie. So as far as where this gets interesting is the information that Call of Duty and Activision gave us about this today. So first of all, Call of Duty tweeted saying a surgical hand is needed at the Warzone hospital. Threat level high, objective clear the hospital. Now what you're going to notice from this image is that down in the bottom right, shipwreck and prison both say that the area has been cleared, hence there being no zombies there anymore. Zombies are now spotted at the hospital. And in fact, if we take a little bit of a deeper look at this, they tweeted another image and the zombie infection rate is only at 5%. So again, only 5% of the map, that being hospital. It has not gone up above that for this entire event. So here is the blog post that they put out today. You're going to notice that in the image there is no Morse code this time, so that has not been updated. There's nothing hidden or anything like that there. If we do find anything else, I will make a video later this weekend diving a little bit deeper into this. I'm not going to read the whole thing here because it is pretty long, but I will go over exactly what they're talking about. So it starts out by saying that at the Vodyanoi crash site and the prison complex is where the zombies were. Now they have removed them from there, and they are now in the downtown divorce district at Verdansk hospital. The reasoning for this is because they didn't dispose of bodies properly, is what they are saying. They also talk about the description of the new zombies with the EMP-like effects. Those are the ones with the blue eyes that I was talking about. They also go on to say, order has been given to exterminate these threats on site, in addition to any rogue armistice operators encountered within Verdansk, as per the current orders in Operation Rapid Sunder. That's new. We knew that there were rogue armistice operators, but Operation Rapid Sunder, that's actually something new. I'm interested to see how that comes into play. Now, this is the most important part, so I'm going to read this. It says, furthermore, it is believed that those affected by the recent anomalies leave traces of unknown matter, which is now heavily concentrated in the hospital. Therefore, Verdansk Hospital should no longer be used for triage nor as a permanent medical facility. Effective immediately and indefinitely, all operators must request medevac in the case of severe injury. Now, this is seemingly where it's starting to make a little bit more sense that the spread is going to get higher. They've contained it at prison, they've contained it at the shipwreck, but now that it's at the hospital, it seems like this spread is going to go out, especially because when they say the unknown matter is now heavily concentrated at the hospital. But then they contradict this at the end by saying, alert, containment protocol level has not been raised, as it is still believed that these anomalous activities will still be confined to the southern zone of Sector 5 and hospital. Computer models still expect the anomalous activities to cease shortly, and a conflagration continues to be at low risk or concern. So, as we found out last time, this part at the very end appears to be a lie, and it's going to be really interesting to see where this goes. And if we find out anything more, like Morse code hidden in this image, there are some numbers as you are seeing right here. I don't see them meaning anything as of yet, but it is super interesting to see where this goes. So that is today's update. The zombies outbreak is probably the biggest thing within Warzone, and it's going to be super interesting to see how this starts to spread, because as of right now, they're still putting out images saying that it's only at 5%, yet we know that's going to go up. Why would they put out images saying 5% if that never went above that, right? So it's going to be interesting to see where that goes, and that is essentially today's update. So let me know what you think of the new crossbow. Let me know what you think of the new update down in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, it is always appreciated if you hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel, like what you see, want to stay up to date on all my videos, be sure to hit that subscribe button, turn notifications on. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace out.
We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard, and I want